I don't believe it's healthy for people to be alone. I mean, I've known people. I find I can understand the value in being a hermit, but most people aren't hermits. Most people are alone for the wrong reasons, and they end up living very, very devolved or devolving lives as a consequence. Because we are social animals, we belong to collectives, we connect to others, and we need to find that space. When she did try to kill herself, in the most bizarre way, she was in the garden trying to catch bees. And at this point I realized that she was completely out of her mind. As I said, in the end she basically was a double whammy of sort of poison and a rope, a noose. And yeah, in terms of the actual body and my children, who were 2 and 6 at the time, I had to figure out what was the right thing to do, and because she'd gone AWOL a month beforehand, and so I thought, well, I'll take the kids to see the body. And so I remembered in that moment as well when Sahar, my oldest daughter, who was 6 at the time, opened her mother's eyelid, and her mother has very, very piercing, sort of periwinkle blue eyes. And a month had passed, and then my 2-year-old at the time said, Sahar opened Mummy's eyes, Mummy's asleep, Daddy's awake. I empty myself out, trying to work with and make others' lives work. And as a single parent, it's obviously the case as well. And every now and again, I just start getting a bit tetchy and maudlin and feel, what about the little tiny little space that I need for myself? You know, is that ever going to be occupied by another being? Will I ever find somebody who can actually grasp me, understand me, endure me, you know, love me? Grahamstown's a bell jar, and when things go wrong, it's hell. You know? And given the fact that I'm in the middle of a complete meltdown in terms of my personal relationship, having a crisis as a consequence of whether I can sustain being here, I think I'm a bit too emotional for the Grahamstown culture. And I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that I love very intensively. I do not accept irony and skepticism or pragmatism as a basis for love. I feel it's important to have commitment and total commitment. And it's very naive of me, I know, in a society that's as fractured as ours, where allegiances are made and broken all the time, and complacency is a norm. What I'm asking for is positively prehistoric, you know, but I want it nevertheless, and I'm always hopeful that something will happen.